Hello, this is Big Boss Rescue Chief of Humane Emergency Animal Rescue. Welcome to our series, Animal Rescue Postmortem, where we analyze the good, the bad, and the ugly of animal rescues throughout the world. Volume 8, Video number 10. We have a dog that's gone overboard, what appears to be a dog that's gone overboard from a boat. Before we get into the video, please take the time to like the video, share the video on social media with people who you think might benefit, and make sure that you get your free, no obligation subscription to our YouTube channel. That really helps us out a lot. Okay, let's get right down to it here. As you can see, we've got a boat in the background. There's another dog that we don't see yet that's on board this boat. We believe that this, in my personal opinion, I think this dog came off of here. So I don't know if it was attracted to that boat because it fell off of it, or if it was attracted to that boat because there was another dog there. Okay, so we'll let this play out. What you're going to see is, I think that dog tries to get up there onto this boat, but the way this is filmed, it's hard to know for sure. However, look, see how it's swimming straight towards that boat? So it acts like it's been helped on board a boat before. But I can't tell if that was aggression, like it tried to bite at the guy who was reaching out to it, or if it was just barking at him. Because this video's like all these other videos that this newser place puts out. It's got dumb text and then music in the background, so you can't actually hear what's going on. But I suspect that this dog probably fell overboard here. But watch, see that? Okay, that's showing signs of aggression there. That guy started to reach for him. And the reason I want you to see this is because you're trying to help, but this dog's being aggressive. And you can't just reach in there and grab a dog like that. And you can see those signs of aggression there from the dog. It gets even more easy to see as time progresses here. You'll see that. So it's already doing this barking thing. Okay? Which I already tried to listen to this video, and it's nothing but stupid music. So, but watch this. Okay, do you see that? Let's watch that again. So he tries to assist the dog on that boat. And watch now. Okay. That was a bite attempt and aggression. And so he doesn't want that guy to mess around with him at all. And it looks like he turned around to look up. Watch that for a second. As soon as he gets on board, it looks like he turned around to look up to get on board that boat. Look at that. Now, I don't know if I misinterpreted that or not, but anyway, that's what it looked like to me. Now, I know there's a training organization out there that teaches a quick muzzle on a dog. And that's where I'm going to go ahead and pause this video where it's at. I'm going to go back to full screen here, and I'm going to show you what I mean by an improvised muzzle. An improvised muzzle is when you're using a... yeah, I want to make sure I can see myself on the screen here. Is when you've got one of these type leashes here. Okay? And I just want to give you a quick note about this leash. A dog can chew through this leash material here in about 3 seconds, 5 seconds at the most. If it wants out of this, and you've got it by my improvised dog neck here, which is my wrist. You've got it here, and it turns around and it starts biting this. I've seen him bite through this in about 3 seconds. It doesn't take long at all, especially if it's under tension. It seems like it makes it easier for them to bite through. Okay, so let's look at the improvised muzzle. You're using a leash like this, one of these slip leashes, and then what you do is you put a twist in it. Okay? Just put a twist in it, and then my hand, this portion of my hand here is going to represent the muzzle of a dog. You get that and you loop it up over the muzzle of the dog, and then you pull down. I'm going to move that pointer out of the way. So you pull down there. try to give you a different view of this. Okay? And that will cinch around the muzzle of that dog's mouth, and you've got an improvised muzzle on there. And as long it counts on having continuous and appropriate tension on there to function properly. Okay, so I want you to imagine you're trying to loop this over that aggressive dog's neck as he's biting at you. First, you've got to get this around that dog's neck. Next, you've got to get this loop to go up, and he's got his muzzles. Of course, this isn't to scale, but his muzzle is probably going to be about this big, roughly. Okay, so now you've got to have a loop big enough to get around a dog who's biting at you, and get that loop around there, and then loop it around its muzzle and hold that tension, and then try to wrestle it out of the water. I think it's good knowledge to know with the dog that's not being aggressive with you, and move that dog with it. But if you've got a dog that's being aggressive with you, as we see in this video here, I'm going to say that you shouldn't be using this technique here. Alright, so there's the dog's muzzle, the imaginary muzzle in its mouth, or its muzzle. This is not the technique you want to be using on the dog that we see in this video. The dog we see in this video calls for a catch pole. It's simple as that, or a net. But my choice on this dog is going to be a catch pole. And so I mention this is because I'm seeing this being taught as part of an NFPA standard or best practices type training that they're training FEMA teams for animal search and rescue technician, or whatever they're calling it, and they're teaching this, and this is only good if the dog's not being aggressive. Alright? And I don't want you to be under the false impression that you're going to be able to use this on that dog, or a dog that's behaving like that. Okay, that's how you get yourself bit in the face or any other place that you don't want to get bitten in. So let's switch back over to the video and let it play out here. I think we're pretty much at the end of it, but if FEMA teams, if you've been through that training, don't be under the illusion that that's going to work for a dog like this. Okay. And you're not going to be able to just reach down with this dog. And let's see, where's that footage at? I should have wrote down the time on it. You're going to reach down and get this dog in your boat, to board your boat, using some of the techniques that I've seen that's being taught to FEMA teams to be an animal rescue technician. Alright? This is where you're going to need your catch pole. I can get a catch pole around that dog right there. I want to get it around his front leg and his neck. But if not, then I'm just going to get him around the neck and get him on board that boat. Okay? And then I swear it looks like he's looking at the edge of that boat back there. Oh man, I think he's looking here. What I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to get attention from somebody on this boat here and knock on the hull of the boat and get their attention to see if I can find somebody that's there. Because this dog might not belong to this boat. And we may, we can't just assume that the dog belongs on this boat and that we put him on board that boat there and he's an aggressive dog and attacks the person on this boat here, and this dog doesn't belong there. This dog could have come from shore or another boat. So I would, they say in this video here that it was taken to animal control, and that's probably the best place to take it. You might want to leave a note on this boat if you can't get a hold of anybody there, but certainly knock on the hull of the boat and try to get somebody's attention and let them know that you got a dog and is this their dog. If not, then get it to animal control. Once again, I say catch pole for this dog, and not this improvised leash thing. Is not your your restraint of choice for this particular dog's aggression. Other dogs I see in some of these videos, that improvised leash and muzzle will work just fine with. But this is such a great video that I want to make sure that the FEMA teams have that in their mind. This dog, when they're going to do that rescue, and that you know, unless the you have to reach for the dog to tell whether it's going to do what it just did back here, and then that's. And that dog might also feel cornered because it can't go anywhere except into water, which may be making him aggressive as well. But just watch that. Remember that. that. And that should tell you all you need to know about that dog right there. Okay, I think I've covered this topic pretty good for this particular video in this scenario. Hey, you know, pop a comment down there and let me know what you think. And if you're part of a FEMA team and you've watched this video, let us know more about what that training was like and what your experiences are with animals like this. And, you know, in a disaster setting, because that's when you're going to be dealing with this kind of situation. All right, that's it. See you in the next video.